community has provided an example and a real living and breathing look at what it's like to live beyond the binary and cultivate a life of affirmation, and that's rooted in affirmation. We're a connection to having more and creating more connections in more creative ways, creating more resources, creating more self-advocacy, and more connections to other folks. We also slip through the cracks of the system in so many ways and show up on the other side to break binaries. And out of breaking those binaries, we've created perseverance that has led to changes in healthcare, in harm reduction, in housing access, in healthcare access, in access to so many resources and livelihoods for the great of all of us as a giant community, not just within the trans community, but as human beings. My creativity and my compassion, I would argue, are some among the gifts that I have to offer the community and the world. A lot of folks close to me would probably offer that it's also my talkative nature and ability to communicate with folks throughout a lot of tough conversations. This talkative nature has allowed me to continue this really niche work and take part in this amazing part of our community. Pláticas and testimonios among our trans community have fostered resiliency strategies that have allowed us to survive through generations and now through lifespans that we couldn't picture before. I'm incredibly honored that my talkative nature and the platicador that I am can offer these testimonios and connect us as a community in my work. I've thought a lot about transformative moments, and as a trans person, they come along in strings of events. I can't help but think, as a person that is trans, that is brown, that is from the borderlands, and that has lived past the age of 30 or to the age of 30 this year, that I've outlived so many transformative events throughout my life. I can't help but think that it has to be a string of transformative events that I've been lucky to survive and live through, and that have been fostered by the love and creativity and perseverance of my community. So I would say it's the glimpses of love and of hope and of support from my family, from when I was coming out, from my students that would correct the pronouns of the other teachers that were working with me at the high school that I first came out at. All of those incidental moments, and even the moments that I had to learn to be there for myself or to catch myself and ask for help when I needed it. Those transformative moments of love, and that transformative moment of love that keeps on showing its glimmer throughout my life and reminding me of where I am and the growth that I've made, has made all the difference in my life. Years from now, I see myself recovering from a wonderful conversation and presentation on the surgery doula program at Callen-Lorde and all of the folks that we've been able to help through their gender affirming surgery process. I'm really, really hoping that I have a chance at that time to spread the word about all of this amazing work and how we're able to restructure and rework the things that we are sometimes navigated to in trans healthcare, but that can also be reimagined in ways that can facilitate and affirm our process and our journey. The community can support this work and support the work that we're doing to get there 5 years from now by continuing to restructure the resources that we have. Put the resources in the hands of trans folks. Nothing for us without us, and we are the folks that are making the decisions about our healthcare, about our living situations, about access, and about restructuring funds. So restructure the funds, get the money in trans folks' hands, and make sure that we have that power and that we're not only sitting at the table, but that we're heading up the projects for our own healthcare.